Today on Rappler. The United States commends the Philippines for removing barriers the Chinese had put up in Scarborough Shoal. Davao City's confidential spending ballooned from 144 million pesos to 460 million pesos when Sara Duterte was mayor. Police officials confirmed 10 AWOL cops had joined the suspected cult group Socorro Bayanihan. Environmental activists who said they were abducted by the military seek the protection of the Supreme Court. Meta says its new AI assistant was trained using public Facebook and Instagram posts. The trailer for a fantasy spy thriller starring Lipa and Henry Cavill is released. And Twice's Chaeyoung will be absent from the group's Philippine concerts due to health reasons. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. says the Philippines had no choice but to remove the 300-meter floating barrier China placed in the West Philippine Sea, barring Filipino fisherfolk from entering the Scarborough Shoal. The marine life-rich shoal just off the coast of Masinloc, Zambales provides shelter to fisherfolk while they fish in the open sea. Marcos says, quote, "When we cut down the barriers, our fishermen were able to go in and catch 164 tons of fish. That's how much our fishermen are losing if they're not able to go in." A 2016 arbitral tribunal determined the shoal to be the traditional fishing ground of Filipino, Chinese, and Vietnamese fisherfolk, meaning no fisherfolk should be barred from accessing it. Meantime, United States Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for South and Southeast Asia Lindsay Ford commends the Philippines for taking down the barrier. The Davao City government's annual confidential expenses ballooned from 144 million pesos in 2016 to 460 million pesos when Vice President Sara Duterte was the city's mayor. Documents show the local government had set aside 144 million pesos for confidential expenses in 2016, which was approved under the mayorship of Rodrigo Duterte. During Sara's administration in 2017, Davao City's confidential expenses more than doubled to 293 million pesos. In 2018, it increased again to 420 million pesos and grew again in 2019 to 460 million pesos. It remained fixed at that amount for the years 2020, 2021, and 2022. Based on its financial records appended to an annual audit report, Davao City's local government had 2.69 billion pesos in confidential expenses from 2016 to 2022. Davao City's expenditures in confidential fund spending are notably larger to that of other major cities, such as Makati City, Manila, Quezon City, and Cebu City. Surigao del Norte Police Chief Colonel Lodemar Laude says 10 cops who had gone on absence without leave between 2019 to 2020 became members of the Socorro Bayanihan Services Incorporated. In a joint Senate committee hearing on the controversial SBSI, Laude adds 2 non-uniformed police personnel who had also gone AWOL are found to be members of the group, including a retired Army officer and a former firefighter. The police and personnel who had gone AWOL had been dismissed from the service. Deputy Minority Leader Risa Ontiveros says members of SBSI had been manipulated into leaving their jobs and relocating to the hilltop settlement in Sitio Kapihan, Barangay Siring in Socorro Town, Surigao del Norte. The SBSI is also accused of forcing children into marriage and military combat training. 2 environmental activists who went missing in Orayon, Bataan early September filed a petition before the Supreme Court seeking protection from members of the Philippine Army, Philippine National Police, National Security Council, and National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict. Jonila Castro and Jed Tamano recently surfaced after disappearing for weeks. In a government-organized press conference, the 2 divulged they were abducted by members of the 70th Infantry Battalion of the Philippine Army, contrary to the government's claim they had voluntarily surrendered. The petition details the timeline of abduction of the 2 activists. They also seek a writ of amparo, which is a legal remedy for persons whose right to life, liberty, and security were violated, and a writ of habeas data, which compels the government to destroy information that could cause harm. Meta Platforms used public Facebook and Instagram posts to train parts of its new Meta AI virtual assistant. A top Meta policy executive says the company excluded private posts shared only with family and friends in an effort to respect consumers' privacy. Meta also did not use private chats on its messaging services as training data for the model. This comes as tech companies including Meta, OpenAI, and Google have been criticized for using information scraped from the internet without permission to train their AI models. Meantime, Meta chief executive Mark Zuckerberg says a new generation of Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses will be available in October. Priced at $299, the device incorporates the new Meta AI assistant and can live stream broadcasts of what a user is seeing directly to Facebook and Instagram. The official trailer for the upcoming fantasy spy thriller Argylle is released, introducing us to a world where reality and fiction collide to create espionage and adventure. Black Mirror nosedive actress Bryce Dallas Howard takes the lead as Ellie Conway, a spy novel writer who usually spends her days cooped up in her room with her cat. As time passes, her stories begin to foster an uncanny resemblance to the real-life workings of an actual spy organization. The cast is full of celebrity A-listers including Henry Cavill, John Cena, Ariana DeBose, Dua Lipa, Bryan Cranston, and Samuel L. Jackson. The film is based on the novel of the same name by first-time author Ellie Conway. The movie premieres in Philippine cinemas on January 31, 2024. Chaeyoung of K-pop girl group Twice will not be attending the upcoming Ready to Be concerts in the Philippines due to health issues. JYP Entertainment says they, quote, convey this unfortunate news with a heavy heart, as they know fans were eagerly anticipating the show. The agency also asks for fans' understanding, saying the decision was made to protect Chaeyoung's health. Only 8 members of Twice will take the stage on September 30 and October 1 at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. The upcoming Ready to Be concerts will serve as Twice's return to the Philippines in over 4 years, following their Twice Lights concert at the Mall of Asia Arena in 2019. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nina Liu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.